Hello there guys, what is up? My name's Commando, welcome to my WWE Money in the Bank 2017 review. And I think this was quite one of the better pay-per-views. I'd say it's up there with like a Payback, and even WrestleMania is probably one of the better overall pay-per-views. I thought it was very enjoyable for the most part. I thought it was good. I really did, I quite enjoyed it. But let's get straight to it. The pre-show with the Hype Bros versus the Colognes. Typical tag match, you know, it did what a pre-show match normally does. Lasted 8 minutes 30. Hype Bros won. Not much to say about it. The Ryder and that one with their hyperdrive or whatever they call it. I can't remember what they call it. But yeah, did what it needed to do. There was no heel turn as so many people were suspecting, but and they had a good promo. You know, just watching all the backstage exclusive things. They had a little thing there. I don't think there's gonna be a heel turn yet. Maybe eventually. Not yet though. But yeah, it was alright. Did what it needed to do. Hype Bros win. Moving on. Nothing else for the pre-show to really talk about. Booker T was kind of going nuts at times. I think he just likes to get people pissed off. You know, I think he really likes getting under people's skin. He's really good at that. But the first match on the main sort of show was the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Lasted 30 minutes 20 seconds. With Carmella winning. I loved it. I have no issue with it at all. And it seems like a lot of people did. And I just say, well, they've done their job well because she's a heel. She won in a heelish way. People don't like it. They're not supposed to. Job well done. But yeah, I thought it was great the way she won. Ellsworth, when Ellsworth climbed up, grabbed the thing, gave it to her, I was loving it. I personally thought that was awesome. I thought it was really good. Great way to, you know, get Carmella over as a heel even more. But I think Carmella's great. I love the character. I love she's always improving in the ring. She's always getting better. I don't really understand the hate that she gets, but as for the match, it was good. You know, I liked it. It was good. You know, it wasn't like the greatest ladder match of all time, but it was good. But something I think it takes away from the ladder matches, you notice that a lot here, is you never see them when they push the ladder off. You never see them really landing on the ropes like they used to, or going all the way to the outside or that. That kind of takes it a bit away, you know, when they fall off and it's quite obvious that they're barely even touching the ropes. You know, I know it's just a little thing, and they're trying to, you know, prevent injuries and what have you. But when it's very obvious that they're not, you know, hitting the ropes very hard. It does take away from it a little bit. It was the same in the men's one too. But yeah, just a little thing. But I liked it. It was a good match. Lot of good action. Charlotte had like Alexa Bliss's sparkle splash thing up from the top rope to the outside. That'd be the best way to describe it. That was pretty cool. There was a lot of moments. I can't really get into every moment, but it was good. It was enjoyable. And yeah, Ellsworth and that eventually won after he comes in and he tips the ladder as Becky was a way to climb up. I thought, oh, Becky's gonna have like a big spill here, but no, she just, like I said, fell to the ropes but barely touched them. That was the case for a lot of the times, them getting shoved off the ladder. And he climbed up and got it, and boom, Carmella wins. And then like the refs and that were arguing. And then Ellsworth just takes the mic and announces it. Carmella's the first Miss Money in the Bank. I liked it. It was good. And then next we have the SmackDown Tag Titles match. 12 minutes. I thought this match was great. I thought this was an awesome match. New Day won via count out. Just a way to progress the feud so that there's another match. It could have been done in maybe a better kind of way, but I don't have a problem with it. I know a lot of people go apeshit over these dirty finishes and what have you, but I thought it was alright. I didn't have an issue with it. But yeah, great match from start to finish. I loved the Usos heel work throughout. I thought it was great. Just really good action from start to finish. Everybody got in their moves. Big E doing his big ass spear thing he does. And I like the spot where Biggie, like the Usos went for the splash, but he caught him. He dropped him though, but he picked him up from there up to here. That's just insane strength, absolute insane strength. I was like, that's fucking impressive. But eventually, I think they hit the midnight hour thing there at that point, and then he goes for the 3 count, but they pull him out, and then the Usos run away, and then he got the 10 count for the count out. But it was a really, really good match. It really, really was. It was good. And obviously there'll be a rematch at the 17th pay-per-view this month, or whenever it happens. You know, quantity over quality. Yeah! But yeah, I liked it. Moving on, where there's some backstage thing with Slaughter and Bob Orton, but we move on to Lana and Naomi. 7 minutes 30. Naomi defeats Lana by submission. And I like this match too. I was really, really impressed with Lana. I didn't know what to expect, but I thought she was really good. I liked her. She's clearly improved a lot since we've seen her at WrestleMania 32. She did have this nasty like leg kick thing when Naomi was caught up in the ropes. That was pretty cool. Also, Naomi like kicked out of her finisher thing, which maybe wasn't like the best thing to do. You know, since we just sort of seen her use it. That probably wasn't the best idea in my opinion. But not a big deal, I suppose. But you know, if it's her finisher, you know, and it's her first match, you know, probably not the best thing to have someone kick out of it. But anyways, at this point, I was getting some audio problems on Sky Box Office, and I had to go onto the network and watch it there. I just re-watched it because I thought, oh, the audio will maybe come back. And I checked the network and it was fine, so I was like, oh well, I'll just watch it on the network. And it was like that until the Randy Orton like the promo thing before their match. It finally came back on again, and I went back to watching it there. But anywho's, bloody Carmella comes out. I probably would have popped more for this if it wasn't for the shit audio at the time. But she comes out and is teasing a cash in, but then she doesn't do it, and then bloody Lana covers Naomi again, just gets a 1 count, and then she starts beating her up and just to go for the finisher again. But then Naomi turns it into that finisher or submission thing, the FTG I think she called it on Talking Smack, and she tapped out. And Carmella sort of teases going for it again, but she doesn't cash in. She goes away with thingy-mabobber, Ellsworth. And then moving on, we have bloody Mike Bennett and Maria Kanellis debuting. So it did happen. It was rumored to happen. It did, but they're now known just as Mike and Maria Kanellis, no Bennett. And some people are saying that, oh, I've seen some comments just now that oh, Mike is a cuck because he's got Maria's last name. Maybe you should try looking up the definition of that before posting stupid shit like that. But I liked this, so it was cool. I liked the music. I thought it was perfect for their gimmick, same as like when they were in TNA. I thought it was good. But it felt a bit weird to hear Maria say she's the first lady and not hear her say professional wrestling. That's what she always used to say in TNA. She's the first lady of professional wrestling. She just said she's the first lady. Kind of odd to not hear her say that, but well. But they're here to educate everyone on the power of love. That's what they're saying. So I'm interested to see where they go with this. Someone said, oh, John Cena and Nikki Bella will bury them whenever they return. Well, we've seen what they did to Miz and Maurice, so it wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, I like this, and I'm interested to see where they go. But there's already a lot of people in SmackDown not being used. Adding more people, really not a good idea, but well, we'll see what happens. And I imagine it'll be even worse now that this Money in the Bank thing's done, and there won't be all these multi-man feuds and matches and what have you. I imagine there'll be a lot more people not getting used. Well, anywho's, moving on. We have the WWE Championship match. Jinder Mahal defeats Randy Orton, 20 minutes 50. Another good match. I got a little bit tired in this one in the middle. I was getting a little bit bored. I think it was just me, just tired. But I like this match. It's very similar to the one at Backlash or whatever review it was, where it just started out action-packed, you know, from start. Then sort of slowed down with Jinder, you know, working over Orton's leg or something, doing figure fours and stuff. But But then they got on the outside where bloody like the Singh brothers like interfered to prevent Jinder from losing after an RKO. And then they started, you know, trying to beat up Bob Orton, who was at ringside with Ric Flair and a load of other guys. And then Orton just goes nuts and starts beating the shit out of them. He got this amazing, and I mean amazing RKO on one of the Singh brothers through a table. Oh, it just looked so vicious and so nasty. It was just amazing. You gotta see it. It's on WWE's YouTube. They uploaded it. It's just, he went from one table to the other table, and it just looked fucking amazing. It was just one of the best looking RKOs ever. It was so good, so good. But yeah, then after that, bloody he gets in the ring and Jinder hits the class and gets the win. Yeah, I was happy with that. I think what Jinder should do though is what Big Show used to do with this move years ago, where he would hit like a backbreaker and then he would like wrangle them about. He'd actually throw them at some point. I don't know if Jinder could really do that, but I think he could do like the backbreaker thing and then slam them down. I think that'd be kind of cool, or at least hold them in the move for a little bit. But yeah, it just isn't. It doesn't seem like a very devastating kind of finisher, you know. It's all right, but it could be better, and it'd be an easy way to improve it by doing like the backbreaker and then slamming it. But Jinder won. I was okay with it, and I liked this match. It was a good match. After this, oh yeah, at some point there was also a bloody Breezango Fashion Files thing. It was before this Randy Orton match. And they had like a thing, and it was obvious that it was the Ascension in the video that, you know, saying that they were gonna have a match with Breezango. It was another great Fashion Files as well. It was like this Miami Vice type of thing. It was good. But yeah, this was just a really short match. Breezango won 3 minutes 50, just with like a roll up. There was really nothing to say about it, or Ascension. Not like I had to actually go and look it up. I was just looking through the recap, and I was like, I don't even remember what happened in this match. I just had to go and look it up to see what happened. It was just a roll up. The only thing memorable was Connor had a pretty cool looking spine buster. That was about it. But yeah, they won, and it was pointless really. You could have just had the Fashion File segment and just sort of progressed the story. There was no need for the match. That would have been about probably the worst match or most unnecessary match on the show. Yeah, and there was no like bloody shenanigans, you know, with them dressing up and being ferrets like before. So yeah. Anyways, we move on to the main event, which was the 6-man ladder match. Lasted 29 minutes 45 seconds, with Baron Corbin winning. In a very good match. Again, I was kind of tired at this point, so sort of struggling near the end of it. But I thought it was good, and I liked that Baron Corbin comes out and starts beating the shit out of Shinsuke when he's making his entrance. Because when Shinsuke came out 5th, I was like, this is weird. I thought they would have saved him for last, but then Corbin comes out and just beats the shit out of him, smacks him with ladders, smacks him with a camera, and he was out of it. And then the matches, you know, just get started. A lot of cool moments, you know, a lot of good moments in this match. Bloody Deep Six is on the floor. Bloody Owens took some nasty spots. He got bloody AA'd by AJ through it. Well, not through a table, but on a table between the steps and the table. Nasty. He took a bloody reverse exploder from Sammy on the apron. Nasty. There was a lot of nasty spots for bloody Kevin Owens. He took a lot of nasty bumps in this match. There's also a zigzag from the ladder by by Ziggler. A lot of good moments. There was a big Sammy bloody sunset flip powerbomb here to Ziggler, I think. That was pretty sweet. There was a lot of moments. I could honestly talk about loads of them. A bloody Corbin chokeslam Styles onto that ladder as well. Like AJ went from the ground up to the apron and then jumped back down again to Corbin, but then he ended up getting chokeslammed on the thing on the ladder. It was a pretty cool moment though. What else was happening after that? Corbin looked like he was going to win. Oh bloody! And AJ got hung up on the thing, but Ziggler took the ladder away. Then he bloody goes flying down right to the mat after he couldn't hold on any longer. That was nasty. Then after this, Corbin's sort of looking to win. Then Nakamura's music hits again. He comes out, and then he starts beating. He just starts going nuts, beating the shit out of everybody. And Owens just got wrecked by him as well. He got Kinshasa on the outside. Owens was wrecked at that point. He was just sort of barely holding on to the ladder, and then Nakamura comes out and just fucking destroys him. That was pretty cool. But then after this was a really cool moment with Nakamura and AJ having this little face off in between the ladder, just staring at each other. Then they slowly move the ladder away, still staring at each other. Then just start beating the shit out of each other. It was really cool. Both hitting, lots of strikes and punches, and Nakamura with like a submission, and then his exploder. It was really good. And then he's going for like the Kinshasa, and then AJ comes in with a bloody phenomenal forearm. Very, very cool little sequence of moves there between those guys. And then they go up the ladder, and they're beating each other up, fighting back and forth. And then Corbin comes in and pushes the ladder over, and again they both fall into the ropes, but don't really fall into the ropes, and it looks nasty. That's the only sort of critique of these matches, is that they're falling into the ropes. It's very obvious they're not getting hurt by it, and I know that's a good thing, but it does take away from it a little bit. You can sort of sense it in the crowd as well, when due to their reaction when you see once they fell, you could sort of you could just tell that they knew too. But Corbin pushes it over, climbs up, and grabs a briefcase for the win. I was okay with this. I liked it. I thought Corbin winning was okay. I can't remember who I said would win. I think I said Sami Zayn. He had a good showing in this match too. He took a lot of. I can't remember how he got wrecked. I don't really remember how he got wrecked. Maybe it was just the reverse exploder on Sami. I think that was the last thing I seen here of him, of his name being mentioned in this recap. But yeah, I liked it. And then Talking Smack was good too. There was a little face-off thing with Corbin and Jinder Mahal. I think Corbin and Mahal are so much better when they're just talking themselves. Like, I don't know what it is, but Jinder just sounds very, I don't know, I don't know if it's emotionless, but he just sounds like the same tone throughout his promos the entire time, and Corbin just sounds very the same, very monotonous when he's got in his promos. But when they're themselves on Talking Smack, especially Jinder, well, both of them really, but they just sound so much more believable and so much better. Just give these guys a few bullet points and just let them go with their promos. Get them over so much better. It goes for a lot of people actually. It would be over so much better if they went that way. But yeah, Talking Smack was good. I always enjoyed Talking Smack. But yeah, this was a decent pay-per-view. It really was. It was very, very enjoyable. I probably would have enjoyed it more if it wasn't for those audio problems, which probably set me back a good 20 minutes, which did suck. That's the first time ever of watching Sky Box Office and having problems like that. Because when it happened, I thought, oh, it'll be the same on the network, and then it was still going on. I thought, let me check, and it was fine. I was like, for fuck's sake, I'm going to just watch it here. And then as I was going along, I just skipped forward on Sky to see if it was fixed. It wasn't fixed, so I would keep watching, and then it finally was, and I just went back to it. Because I prefer watching on Sky to the networks. I'm not a fan of the network's video player. But yeah, there you have it. Money in the Bank review. Hope you enjoyed it. The review, that is, and hope you enjoyed the show. Feel free to tell me what you thought about it. That's it for now. I don't know if I'm going to do any more of these, because the predictions for this one did horrible views. Just horrible. For the amount of subscribers I have, it's like, what's the point? I said I was going to quit these like 6 months ago, but then Roadblock End of the Line got really good views, so I was like, oh well, maybe I'll continue, but it's just a waste of time really. You get very little feedback or no feedback, and just abysmal views, so I don't really see the point anymore. So we'll see what happens, but I don't know if it's worth me continuing doing these things. Like I like sharing my thoughts on this, but who am I sharing it with? I get very little feedback, I get very little people talking about it. Same goes for all my videos. So what's the point? But if you did watch, thank you.